calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Titan Tiger Land, nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Testosterone high today.
Yeah, Tom's a man, he's got the plan, he's really got it made. What a wife he's got, she's smoking hot, check out the junkyard babe. When everything is said and done, no one can beat his show. He's a high-tech redneck, Tony Soprano. If you love sports without the fluff, he's got the master plan. Cause nobody does it like Thom Abraham, yeah.
I guess I'm on here, am I on? Can somebody respond?
Oh, yes, we are on, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to a happy birthday, Grizz. Beat the Big Dawg Thursday here in the doghouse. Phone lines are open. If you want to get in, feel free to jump on at 256-5764-977. You can also text the show at 7329-TA-SHOW. That's 732-982-7469, which is a tremendous way to communicate with us. My personal Twitter feed is at Thom Abraham Show. The station feed is at 97.7 ESPN. We are also on the Twitch and the Facebook at 97.7 ESPN. You can watch the show there as well as on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Okay, so remember, if you think that you're a subscriber but you're not a subscriber to 97.7 ESPN The Zone, then you are not a subscriber to our station and to our page. So go there and subscribe, like, and you'll get notifications. Put that little notification bell on, and you'll get notifications when we are going hot. You go to 977ESPN.com, you get links to all of that, and you can get the app. All right, when you get the app, you get a link to all of our channels, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, our alternate streaming channels for more great programming. Tonight we're going to have the Falcons against Mac Jones and the Patriots right after the Nick Saban show. Then tomorrow night, Madison Academy will be down in Cullman to take on Good Hope for some reason in the third round of the playoffs. Not that they shouldn't be in the third round of the playoffs, but why is it at Good Hope? I don't understand. Where, nothing against Good Hope. Fine season. Okay, I know you want a game on the road, in the playoffs and everything. But Madison Academy's the number one seed. Madison Academy's the number one team in the country, or in the state. The number one 4A team in the state, okay? They should never have to leave home until they go to Birmingham to play for the state championship. Doesn't make sense to me. Steve Moulton and Glenn Laird will be on that call for us. Alabama basketball will be hosting Oakland on Friday. By the way, that's Oakland, Michigan, for those of you that are wondering. Not that you are. That game will be on Zone 2, with coverage beginning at 6. I think all of that is factual. I may have just made up half of it, but I'm pretty sure all of that is factual. Coming up in a few minutes, Steve Merril is back from ProSportsInfo.com on this week's games, including tonight's game in Atlanta. And how about the guy who bet $30,000 on Shohei Ohtani to win the AL MVP? And when Ohtani wins the AL MVP tonight, the dude will cash $900K. Was Ohtani that much of a long shot? I mean, $30,000 to $900K. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Is that? I don't know. You would have thought that he would have been pretty close to, he would have been the favorite at least, like 4-1, 5-1. What's $30,000 to $900K? Is that 30-1? It feels like 30-1. Just got a text from Joe Anthony. He says, yeah, it's 30-1, you knucklehead. You non-math person, you. It's 30-1. It's crazy. At the top of the 11, TOC Sports Prep Playoff Preview with Tom Perkins of TOC, and then there were one. I mean, do we consider, it's Fife, yeah, Fife's North Alabama, I guess, right? But, I mean, we consider Fife North Alabama. But, once again, the Valley just can't seem to get through in like 7A. Can't we ever get a 7A team through to the semis or something? It'd be nice. Of course, we got the 4A game. So we'll get into that with Tommy. And the Havoc. We'll talk a little Havoc with him as well. The boys have tied the all-time record of 11-0 to begin a season. The Havoc are in Peoria this weekend for 2 games before coming home Thanksgiving night for the annual Teddy Bear Toss Night. And then on Friday, for Iron Bowl night, there are special Alabama and Auburn-themed jerseys that'll be auctioned off after the game. So the team is going to wear the Alabama-themed jersey in the first period, which is crimson, of course. And then in the second period of the game, they're going to wear an Auburn jersey, which is blue, of course, dark blue, of course. And then in the fan vote will determine what jersey they'll wear in the third period. We know which way that'll go. If I were the Havoc, I would, this is just me talking. If I were the Havoc, I'd wear the Alabama jersey in the first period, the Auburn jersey in the second period, and a Havoc jersey in the third period. That's the way I would do it. That would be the politically correct way to do it. What is it with me with the political correctness all of a sudden? What am I, a bleeding heart liberal all of a sudden? What am I, Mr. Lefty all of a sudden? But, I mean, to me, that would make a little bit more sense. But, so they'll wear the Alabama jersey in the first and third period and the Auburn jersey in the second period. What if they score like 3 goals in the second period and only 1 goal in the first period? Are the fans going to vote for the Auburn jersey? No. Beat the Big Dog is coming up after Tom today. And Beat the Big Dog, one caller goes head-to-head against me on 6 games with the spread. By the way, I'm pulling big time for Madison Academy to win tomorrow night, because if they win tomorrow night, I will be doing the Iron Bowl special game on next Friday night, because Steve will have Madison Academy in the semifinal game against probably Brooks. I may strong-arm Steve into doing that game anyway. Steve may be sick that day. We'll see. See how that goes. Anyway, Beat the Big Dog coming up after Tommy. And Beat the Big Dog, one all y'all goes head-to-head against me on 6 games with the spread. And you get advice from the birthday boy on the games. Maybe he'll do better now that he's 32. Who knows? If you beat me, we will hook you up with some chow. And just for playing, I have a pair of tickets. I'll tell you what, I have a pair of tickets to Iron Bowl night. We'll give you a pair of tickets to the Havoc for Iron Bowl night, where the Havoc will wear the special Auburn and Alabama jerseys on Black Friday night. And if you beat me, I'll tell you what, I got... Stop calling who's calling? Let me hang that up. You text the text line. You don't call the text line. You text the text line. Somebody calling the text line. If you want to call the show, you call 256-576-4977. Is that Hollywood? Hollywood always calls the text line. You call the call-in number, 256-576-4977. You text the text line, 732-982-7469. It's been like, I want to say 14 years, 13 years. I think the text line was born in 08 or 09. That'd be like 12, 13 years ago. Still, you always got one joker that's calling the text line. Don't call the text line. Text the text line. I think I got something special for. Listen. I just can't. I can't say it 100%. But if you beat me, I've got something special for you. I just can't announce it 100% yet until I look at my email. Maybe I need to look at my email and double check. I was 2-4 last week, losing to Kramer's 3-3. So for the season, I am now 7-4 against you guys. I am now 38-28 against the spread. That's 57%. Now I'm still comfortably ahead of the man, but I don't like that I've slipped. It happens every year. The man, at the end of the year, the man usually is ahead. That's why the man is the man. I'm still in front of the man, but not by as much as I was just a few weeks ago. You guys are 29-37 So you're in the hole. By the way, the New Jersey sportsbooks set a new United States record last month. There were 1.3 billion, with a B, $billion of wagers taken during the month of October in New Jersey. A 62% increase year to year from last year, from last October. 1.3 billion. How much of that money is coming out of New York State? You watch, as soon as New York State gets their act together, that number will drop dramatically. The Detroit Free Press is reporting that the Spartans are putting together a 10-year contract extension for Mel Tucker that will pay him $95 million, according to university sources, making him the second highest paid coach in the country. Tucker makes $5.632 million this year, and that's fourth in the Big Ten and 13th nationally. Mel Tucker, more than Ryan Day, more than anybody else in the Big Ten, and more than everybody in the country except for Nick Saban. By the way, Nick Saban, did you know this? Nick Saban's base salary is still just $275,000 a year. Because they don't want to offend the other faculty members, the faculty heads and chiefs and the president. He only makes $275,000. He makes $275,000 a year. The other $10 million is a talent fee. He gets talent fees that equal nearly $10 million a year, and he gets an $800,000, quote, completion bonus at the end of each season. If he finishes the season with the Tide, they throw him a little $800 extra. Like pocket money. Just give that to Nick's kids. That's a nice gig. $9.7 million in talent fees. I get $50 a week in talent fees. He gets $9.5 million. Of course, I'm not winning 6 national championships in 12 years. All right, over there in that little glass room, playing the Platters That Matter and the Stacks of Wax, and keeping us on the air. Excited for tonight's Falcons-Patriots game, and celebrating birthday number 32! It's Coach Chris! "32 friggin' years old, you old man, you." Chris, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing just fine. Yes, thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Everyone that has wished me the birthday wishes, thank you again. No, it's just going to be a regular day. It's just like any other day. It's a work day.
At the end of any other day. Have you called your mama yet today?
Yes, I've already talked to my mother.
Wait. Did she call you or did you call her?
We text, too.
We text?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I also got some love from my aunt this morning during the show. My grandmother already asked me about lunch soon. So all the family members have been
Did your mother
addressed.
initiate? I want to talk about your mother.
What?
Did your mother initiate the text, or did you initiate the text?
No, she always initiates the texts.
You should initiate the text. You should be thanking her. This is her
I
big
thank
day.
her every day. Are you kidding me?
No. This is her day because she was birthing you today. I always think that they should do happy birthday to the mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's the mother. It's the mother that should be getting the happy birthday.
All right, well, here's the thing. 3 days ago was the anniversary of the '89 tornado. She was supposed to have me. They were on the way, her and my grandmother were on the way to the hospital to possibly have me. Didn't have me, so they're on their way back. Get right in the middle of this.
Why did they have you? Did they have you because it was
just a weird fluke thing, and got trapped in the tornado. Car, got completely totaled. Pole came down, hit the back end of the car, busted out all the windows. Mom had to be pulled out of the car because the car was messed up. being like literally have me 3 days later. So no, I don't know what happened that day. What kept? I mean, God looked down on her and kept her safe, and she has done nothing but take care of this family, and she's done a wonderful job. She works with the Greater Humane Society. She's fostered probably 3 mamas now that have had a total of like 29 puppies. So it feels like 29. It's probably like 15 or 16, but. No, she's a wonderful lady. I mean, she does so much for herself, for her family, and for this town. So she does a lot.
Yeah. Well, so happy birthday to your mother.
Yeah,
okay?
for real.
Because
for
she's
real.
the one that did the work.
Fighter.
All you did was stick your head out.
I just said hi.
Hey, look at me. I'm here. I'm surprised they didn't name you Twister or something like that. I mean, Now,
No.
would she have been? But they would have been safe at the hospital.
No, they weren't at the hospital. They were on their way back home. They were right in the middle.
They were on
of
their
it.
way back home.
Yeah, they were right in the middle of it.
If they had been if you were born
Oh,
the
yeah.
day of the famous '89 tornado, is that the
course.
one that came down Airport Road?
Yes,
right?
yes.
Came straight down Airport Road. If they had you that day, at least you would have been safe. What hospital were you born in? The Huntsville Hospital?
Yep.
Congratulations.
1:32 in the afternoon, I believe.
1:32 Central Time
I think it was.
in the afternoon. All right. Well, good job by you. Okay, happy birthday. I'm glad that, and hopefully tonight the Atlanta Falcons will give you a birthday present. Now, they've already given you a partial present. You know this. You may or may not know this.
What's the partial present?
For your birthday tonight, the Falcons are wearing their classic throwback
Of course.
Falcons uniforms.
Yes,
with
yes.
The only
Beautiful.
thing that would
Love
make
them.
it they're beautiful.
I love
mean,
those.
there's no reason at all. Well, this jersey isn't the regular jersey for the Falcons. I mean, they need to come correct and wear this jersey all the time. The only thing that would make it better is the red helmet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
Of
you're
course.
not allowed to do.
Yes.
But next year they'll wear the red. If I were the Falcons, I would switch to a red helmet starting next year.
I would keep
just
the-
switch.
I love it.
Do you think you can do that? I know the NFL makes you stay in whatever uniform for 5 years. Is this the third year of the hideous current set, or the second year?
Second
Oh,
year.
God, you
Last
gotta
year
wait.
was the first full year.
You got to wait 3 more years before to get out of that hideous gear. But I wonder if you can change your helmet color. You know what I mean? I wonder, because that would be a start.
Well, they got rid of the rule is no more, right?
No, starting next year, you'll be able to do the multiple helmets. Yeah. You'll
So
be
if
able to
they
go-
do that and they could rock I would just rock the red all the time. I would
That's
have
what
a
I'm
red
saying.
helmet all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're allowed to change their helmet color to red beginning next year, which would be cool. Now, I will say this about that. They are wearing it on the helmet tonight to go with the throwback uniform. They are wearing the original Falcon.
Yeah, which is great.
Now, see, I don't.
Skinny
I
bird.
disagree.
You don't like the skinny bird?
No, I don't like
No?
the skinny bird. I don't like the up and down bird. I love the Falcon that they use now. I love that.
They actually
logo.
made the logo bigger too. Like they
now they did.
colored
Yeah.
it different. The logo's a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Yeah,
than
it's
it used
got a
to
little
be.
silver in it. I love the logo that they've got now. They did, the whole that division has done that, except for the Saints. Remember, it started with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They took the flag on the side of their helmet. They made it a big-ass flag that covers, like, the whole side of the helmet. It used to be a little flag, and now it's this big flag, which is really difficult for the equipment men because of all these different helmets now that have all these seams in them and all that different stuff. And it's a pain in the neck to put those things on, those big it used to be easy because the whole side of the helmet was flat. Now every helmet is different. They've got these cracks in them all over the place, and so it's hard. But then the Panthers did that. The Panthers took their Panther on the side of their helmet, and they made it a big-ass Panther on the side. Then the Falcons did it. So the only one that hasn't done it is the Saints. And I got to tell you, I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Not really long. I'd have to go back and have to look at it. I think the Saints are one of a very, very small handful of teams in the NFL that have never changed their helmet. Never.
Yeah.
Since day one, they have never changed their helmet. Buffalo helmet changed. New England helmet changed. Dolphin changed. Jets. Ravens, I hate them. But they changed.
Raiders?
Now, Pittsburgh has never changed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pittsburgh has never changed. Pittsburgh was a destitute franchise in the 60s. They had never made – they went 40 years before they made the first playoff game. They were so poor that they could only afford one helmet logo per helmet. This is a true story. That's why the Steelers have the helmet logo on one side but not the other side.
Yeah.
They could only afford one per helmet. But since they put that – no. I take it back. Pittsburgh has changed because they had yellow helmets.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
They
you're right.
had yellow
yeah,
helmets.
They look like bees.
Pittsburgh has changed. Cincinnati. Pittsburgh's yellow helmet's much better. Of course, the Bengals have changed. The Browns have changed. The Titans. You know who hasn't changed? The Colts. The Colts made the numbers bigger.
Yeah,
They
I
went back to the bigger number.
Well,
That's
the Raiders, have the Raiders ever
it.
changed?
The Raiders have changed. The Raiders' shield on the helmet used to be white.
Oh, okay.
It used to be white. If you go back and look at the Raiders have changed. The Jacksonville Jaguars have changed. Remember when they had the helmet that looked like they fell in a
Yeah.
it looked like it fell in a grill, like they
was
were cooking.
ugly.
And it looked like it
so
fell off
ugly.
their head and went in the grill and it got burned in the front. It was gold in the back and black in the front.
And they wore those ugly, like golden yellow jerseys for Color Rush night. They're just absolutely awful. I mean, it was just disgusting. It looked like mustard yellow. It was awful.
Okay, here's one that's never changed. Houston originally was supposed to have a white helmet. And when they debuted, it was a dark blue helmet. The Houston Texans have never changed their helmet. The Kansas City Chiefs have never changed their helmet. Of course, they started out as the Kansas City Texans.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. I take that back. They started out as the Dallas Texans. But that doesn't count. When they got to Kansas City, they put the Chief on that helmet, the arrowhead. The Kansas City Chiefs have never changed their helmet except for their face mask. I'm not counting that. They used to have gray like everybody, and then they went to white. The Chargers have changed. The Raiders have changed. The Broncos have changed. The Cowboys. People say, well, what about the Cowboys? No. The Cowboys used to have white helmets. They had a white helmet with a blue star on it. Philadelphia has changed. Washington doesn't know what the hell they are. The Giants have changed.
I know that they used to have the actual like arrow. They had like the arrowhead.
That's their best helmet.
Yeah.
They had a helmet that had a feather on it in the 60s. If you look up the history of the Washington Redskins, they had a helmet that had a feather that started in the back
I've
and
seen
came
that.
across the top. Mm-hmm. That was cool. But the helmet with the arrow on it, similar to the Seminoles arrow.
Florida State, yeah.
The Florida State, that's their best helmet ever. That's the best helmet ever.
I still love the Patriots Patriot with the football.
Yeah, Patriot
I
Pat.
think that's
Pat the Patriot.
That's
yeah.
Patriot. That's the best
Pat
one.
the Patriot helmet is great, and that'll be back next year. They'll wear that on throwback. Giants have changed. You used to say Giants. I said NY, then Giants.
Yeah,
and
Little
then
Giants. I used to watch that. That was one of my favorite movies. They still had that logo then.
That was with Mark Richt was in that movie.
Was
Little
he really?
Giants. Yeah, Mark Richt.
Oh, wow. I'd have to watch that again.
Oh, no, maybe it's Fear the Giants. Was it Fear? No.
Maybe you mean Facing the Giants.
Is that the Christian movie?
No,
Facing
no.
the Giants.
Little Giants is Rick Moranis and the guy from
the Christian
Love
movie
and
was
Marriage.
Facing the Giants or something like that. There was Mark Richt was in a movie. The Green Bay Packers, the only change the Packers have since they went to the plastic shell helmet, the only change the Packers have made is they put the G on the side. They started out, it was like Cleveland. In the 50s, in 1960, the Packers had a helmet that did just the stripes and nothing on the side. In 1960 or so, they put the G on the side. But I'm going to give the Packers credit for not changing.
I miss Grissom with the G on the side. Can we
Grissom
get that?
should have the G.
Can we get the Green Bay G on the side again?
Come on, Grissom,
or the
come
Georgia
correct.
G, whatever you want to call it. Oh,
Is that the one that did you have that?
Yeah, we had that one.
So Smokey Mike must have had that.
He had that one
Smokey
too.
Mike played when they won.
That was all Massey.
The Vikings have changed. The Bears I'm going to give the Bears credit. Very slight change. The C on the Bears helmet, I'm like Mr. History here. The C on the Bears helmet used to be just white. It was in the 60s, the C on the Bears helmet was white. And then they added, sometime in the mid-70s, they changed the C to orange with white trim. The C used to be white, but that's a very minute change. Detroit has changed. Tampa Bay, of course, has changed. Bring back Bruce. You need Buccaneer Bruce? You need to bring back him. The Saints have not changed. Carolina has changed. Atlanta has changed. All Carolina did, though, was blow up their guy. The Cardinals have never changed their helmet. There you go. There's one. The Cardinals have never changed their helmet. The Rams, of course, have changed. San Francisco changed. And Seattle changed.
Did
There
you
go.
like the Packers, when we're talking about uniforms, did you like the Packers green uniform they wore?
You know what? I actually did.
That all green?
The all green.
Yeah,
I
like the
actually
reverse.
they wore that in the 50s. I wasn't born